Hey guys, so today is not an easy video to make, but I sold my car today, and if you don't believe me, that is the money screenshot coming into my bank. I sold my car for £2,500, and yeah, it was my first car. My parents actually gave it to me, so there's quite a lot of sentimental value behind it, and obviously it's a car. I now do not own a car, and I'm not planning on buying one until I can comfortably afford one. Um, and yeah, it's basically because of dropshipping. I would probably keep a car if I had enough money for it, but I don't right now. And it was just sat on the driveway. I used it to go to the gym when I was too lazy to cycle, or if it was raining, I didn't feel like cycling. And I'd occasionally use it to go back home to see my parents, which is probably the main use case for me having a car. But yeah, basically, as you saw in the other video, I had just rinsed my whole savings and all of my investments and everything, all of my cash into learning how to do this shit. And I basically hit like $600, and it's too dangerous to be at that low of a number when I'm operating if I'm operating a business doing like 1K days is kind of a scary place to be in. So I wanted to have some sort of cash reserve behind me that I can access quickly. And my housemate was looking for a car, so I thought I might as well sell it now and get a good price for it because we both know each other. And if any of you guys have sold a car before and you sell it secondhand, you often get a lot less than you paid for it. If you try and sell it to a garage, for example, they'll underbill you a lot. So I thought I'd take the opportunity. I'm just locked away in my house right now anyway. Sell it, use that money to grow, make more money from that money, and then rebuy a car when I've got the money to do so. But yeah, it's a bit of a sad day for me today, I'd say. But emotionally, like it does not feel good doing that because yeah, like I was attached to that car, but at the end of the day, it is a car. I wasn't using it, and um, that money it would be very much needed right now. So yeah, I want to just talk to you guys about like this could have been prevented. Um, I knew that I'd learn. I knew that I would tear down my old self by doing this journey. Like I knew I would never be the same again after going through this, and it's forced me to learn from my weaknesses and change certain character traits that I had. I've got. I was previously like, I mean, I am young, right? But I was very sort of egotistical, arrogant, and maybe overconfident sometimes. And I also was quite impulsive, and sometimes I'd like make a flash decision in the moment that was actually not very well thought out of, and it was just an emotional choice. And I've made that a few times doing dropshipping, which has just like really punished me. So I've learned from that and gonna need to work on that to be able to do this properly because the other day when I just ripped 600 budget, that was just such a terrible mistake, and I should have listened to my intuition. Even though I was sleep deprived as hell, and I had different people telling me to do different things, I knew what was right deep inside, and I just like irrationally scaled it way too high and left it at a high budget. So definitely learnt a lesson through pain. I'm going to be more level-headed and going to force to have to think things through a lot further. Also, just with regards to like how bad this looks, I just want you guys to know I'm confident still, and it's not like um, ripping might seem like a gambling addiction because it's just testing, 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 and nothing seems to work, and you're sort of like chasing this dream that you hit a winning product, right? But what I want you guys to understand is it's not like a thing that I feel like I want to do. I don't want to go test a winning product. It is feels like work to me. I'm forcing myself to do that because I know, I know 100%, 100% I know one day I'm going to test a product in Q4 and it's going to rip to fucking hell, bro. I know it because I've seen it happen again and again with people close to me. I know that it's possible, and I know that the first winner takes so long to hit because you have so much to learn. And all these lessons, you cannot scale a product until you've learned enough about yourself, and enough about the process to be able to do it. You know, I now know. I'm still learning every single day, which means there's still things I don't know, and it's just to the point where I know enough and everything aligns. That is when I'm going to make money, and I also have to learn about myself and not make stupid decisions. That product that I had could have been a winner, but what I did was I got emotional and I surf scaled it when it should not have been. I surf scaled it too high, and now I've learned that lesson. So it's just going to be, it's a long journey, it's difficult, and this might look like it's insanely not worth it, but that is what makes it worth it, because no one else can do this shit. Imagine how many people would have given up when they look at their bank and they see 600 and they think, shit, I either sell my car or I give up right now. Bro, that's not who I am. I'm not fucking giving up until I get what I want. Even if I lose all of this money again, I don't care. I'm still gonna fucking make this work, because I've said to myself, I will make this work. I'm gonna be successful in this. And I made that decision and I'm sticking to it. I don't care. Like, it's literally, I know this shit works. I fucking know it. And I get closer every single day and I see how close I am. Every time I'm like, damn, if I didn't make that mistake, I would have been closer. At the start, I'd test a product, I'd run it for 3 days and I'd get 0 sales. I had 0 sales for the first 6 months of doing this. Then I got my first sale. Then it was ages until I got another sale, and then I got another sale. Now, when I launch a test, I basically break even on every product I test. That is such an improvement. And it still, to me, is like, okay, you lose money. But now I lose maybe $50 on a test. And I know why. And I improve every single time. So I know that it's only a matter of time. And I'm grateful that I'm put so far in the shit. I'm so glad I have been kicked into the floor. I am down bad right now, guys. I'll be honest. I am the lowest I've ever been in my whole life. But I'm grateful for it, because I've been given an easy start to my life, and not everyone gets to experience that, you know? Some people literally born and they're just in the shit from the get-go, you know? And that wasn't me. I was born in a very nice environment, very comfortable. Everything was going right. You know, I had a path in front of me, and all I had to do was put in minimal effort and I would have had a nice life. But it couldn't have been that easy. It wouldn't be that easy, would it? Because I know deep down I'm capable for more, and I want to experience every aspect to this life, and I want to push myself as hard as possible. So I've thrown myself from comfort, security, and stability into the trenches. I am in the fucking trenches right now, and I'm happy about it, because now I know when I get what I want and when I'm successful, I will appreciate that shit so much. I will appreciate a car way more. Now I know what it's like to not be able to afford a car. I will never disrespect a car. I will be thankful for that shit every single day, because even if it's just a little shit box, bro, I'm gonna be grateful for that, because I know what it's like to not have a car. I know what it's like to be worried about money every single day. I know what it's like to work every single day and barely make enough. I know what that's like now, and it's allowing me to have the mindset where I'll be able to, you know, be able to be grateful when I'm given blessings. So I'm happy with everything that's happened to me. I'm happy with what I've done, and I'm happy with my decision of keeping pushing forward. The current plan is I'm going to carry on ripping to the end of Q4. I'm going to run up a bag in Q4. I'm going to make maybe 10K off it. That'd be great. I'm going to buy a new car, and then I'm going to drive home to my parents for Christmas in a car. That is the plan. That's what's going to happen. And then after I've made that bag, if I feel like I've got enough to lock in and build something real, I'm going to build a flipping empire, guys. I'm going to start building a long-term brand from scratch, solving a real problem and helping real people. And I'm going to construct an absolute empire. So yeah, this video will be clipped, and I want you guys to know that right now, shit sucks, like, for real. And you guys are watching this in real time, so you're probably thinking, what the hell is going to happen here? But, you know, this is what life's all about, and I'm excited to just look back on this time and think, damn, like, the trenches were so real. That was really living life back then, bro. I'd wake up every single day hungry and worried, like I'd be working hard every day because I had to, you know. That was really living. So yeah, this has been a moment. I'm grateful that I've been given this final bailout of money, and I will use this. I will use this money properly. I'm not going to be an idiot about it. I'm going to treat this like a business because that's what it is, and I'm going to fucking buy myself a car with money that I have made from the internet. All right, boys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.